Hi everyone, welcome to today's video on when and how of 11 plus prep. Like the title suggests, in this video we'll be covering two things. The first is when to start focused 11 plus prep, and second is how to structure your child's learning through the years. A quick note, in this video we'll be sharing a number of resources and books. We do not claim copyright over these. These are just being shared as recommendations based on our review. So let's jump in. When to start focused 11 plus prep. Based on our experience, we recommend that 1 to 1.5 years of focus study is adequate for this exam. This is based on the amount of theory content the children need to go through, as well as leaving adequate time for practice. There are a few important things to keep in mind. A, each child is different and learns at a different pace. And B, different exams offer a different level of challenge. For example, some exams may have a personal interview component or a creative writing component. So you need to adjust your prep according to that. What is the potential harm of starting earlier? We as parents are under tremendous pressure to, give our children the edge in this exam. And because of that, a lot of parents are starting earlier and earlier. But there could be a harm to starting too early as well. There is an increased chance of burnout or simply being bored of covering the same topics year after year. And also there is additional pressure due to enhanced expectations. So if you have been preparing for 3 years on the same topic, you might still come across a test which trips you up. And that adds to the pressure that you've been preparing for so long, and still you are getting tripped up by these questions. So these are a couple of things to be aware of. One last thing I would like to mention is when we say 1 to 1.5 years of focused prep, it does not mean that you cannot support your children prior to that. In fact, the preparation starts much earlier when you are focusing on the basics. So this will become clearer as we go into the next section, that is try to come out with a organized plan of learning. So let's start with learning stage year 3. In year 3, we recommend that you follow the school curriculum religiously. Now, children are going to get a lot of assignments and they're going to cover a lot of important topics in the school curriculum. And it is really important that they get a good grasp of these. So follow the school curriculum, and that is going to be the base of your 11 plus prep. So in year 3, focus primarily on that. There are a number of books available by leading providers which help children in KS2 preparation, that is Key Stage 2. So these are age-appropriate books, and they will help your children develop the basics and do well at school. So that should be the focus of year 3. This is also a good opportunity to develop early reading skills at home. Now, there are a number of books available by very popular authors like Roald Dahl, David Walliams, Kid Normal, or even graphical novels or comic books. Now, there are a number of books available which have free toys in it, and children find them really attractive. So as long as children have something in their hand and they're reading, I think you should encourage that. This is a good time to focus on reading. Also, you can start developing some basic math skills at home, improving calculations and timetables. I'm going to recommend two apps which were recommended by my daughter's school, and they're really good. So we have Timetable Rockstars and Manga High. So your school might be recommending these apps, but in case they are not, have a look at these. These are really good to get your children into some mental maths, calculations, and timetables. Coming to year 4, in year 4, we recommend that you start following a semi-structured learning program. So what we mean by that is, firstly, continue the focus on the school education. So school assignments, what they're learning at school, continue to focus on that. But also have a look at these resources, like educational quizzes is a very good resource of covering topic by topic questions for practice with a lot of good explanations. So something like that you could have a go at. Or you could have age-appropriate books by Bond and CGP. So what this will do is, this will give you a child an introduction to topics which are relevant for the 11 plus, but they might not have done in their prior studies. So things like comprehension-based questions, non-verbal reasoning, etc., they will get a handle on these. Focus on a diverse set of reading at home. start introducing children's classics and, variety of text where they might not be as comfortable. So look at children's books which are popular, but which is not their reading style. Introduce classics like Treasure Island and Wizard of Oz, which are always very popular with kids. Introduce some poems and other non-fiction text, for example discovery books or World War or something like that. If your child is struggling with reading and you're struggling to introduce a variety of reading in their reading pot, we have an online book club which could help. So in this book club, we encourage children to read classic books and poems and other reading material. And also they get a lot of practice of comprehension, writing short bits and fun quizzes, etc., which will help them do well in the 11 plus. Now we come to year 5. Now this is the most important part of the preparation. So we have divided them into 2 sections. One is the first 6 months, and then we come to the last 6 months. This is the time when you get into a structured program. So all 4 sections, English, verbal reasoning, maths, non-verbal reasoning, need to be covered. We recommend you go for a series like Bond's How to Do series. So in this series, they step by step go through all the main question types, how to attempt them, and then you have adequate practice of these questions as well. Similarly, CGP have study books, which are equally good and equally structured. If you find that your child might learn better with a video-based product, then we have an online classroom where children learn through a number of videos, and then we have timed quizzes at the end, which help consolidate the learning. In terms of reading, look at slightly more advanced text like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson. These are very popular with kids. Things like World War II, non-fiction, a little difficult poetry style can be introduced. Again, our online book club can help with this as well. We recommend that in the first 6 months, you participate in at least 1 mock exam. Now, what this will do is this will help children understand the pattern of the final exam and also give them a hint of where they stand. And hopefully this will motivate them to, just up their game a bit. And in the last 6 months, it won't be a complete surprise what their standing is. So participate in at least 1 mock exam. And if the child is comfortable, more than 1. Coming to the final 6 months of preparation, now, this is all about regular practice of exam questions. So we have a number of books by Bond and CGP which can help with that. We have assessment papers, practice papers. If you're looking at GL assessment, GL themselves have a set of practice papers which you can purchase off their website, which are quite good. Then Bond Online is an excellent resource of questions with good solutions. On our website, we have a 5-test series, which are again good for practice. In terms of vocabulary building, we are going to recommend 2 resources. One is the Chadwell Quest books. So these are books which have been specially designed for 11 plus. So they introduce the children to a variety of words, and meanings are explained at the bottom of the page. So the setup is quite good to help children, understand these words and their usage. Then there are a number of flashcard based products which are available in the market. You can buy them off Amazon, eBay, or any other e-retailer, and they are very good as well. Plenty of mock exams. So at this stage, it's all about practice. It's all about understanding where your weak points are. So do plenty of mock exams. On our website, we do a GL style mock exam every 2nd Saturday and a CEM style mock every 4th Saturday. So these might help towards this. Now, thanks a lot for listening to this video. We would love it if you remain in touch, and we'll be coming out with a lot more videos which might be relevant. So if you want to join our Facebook page, just search for 11 Plus Resource Group and you will find our icon. So like that page. You can create a free account on our website, oxbridgeinstitute.co.uk, and with each registration, you will get a free mock test. You could email me at sumit@oxbridgeinstitute.co.uk in case you have any further queries. So thanks again for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.